next example, same idea, except we'll have g of x equals 4 minus x squared. Again, this is not like this one because it's not in standard form. We could get this into standard form really easily, or we can do something like this to just go directly into this form, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So there's 3 types of examples that I'm showing you. That way on your homework, whatever type there is, you'll have an example for it. So in this case, I'm going to do the same thing over here that I did over here because it's much easier than doing all this stuff. Okay, so change the g of x to a y equals 4 minus x squared. Subtract that 4 over. Y minus 4 equals negative x squared. In this case, there is no h, right? Well, nothing that you can see, but we can put it in there. Y minus 4 equals negative x minus 0 squared. There, that's h. H is 0. K is 4. So the vertex is at 0, 4. Our helper equation is y equals negative x squared. And we can do a t-chart and put in -1, 0, 1. -1 squared is 1 times a negative is -1. That's 0, and that'll be -1 also. So I'm going to glue in another graph. What am I doing? Alright, first plot the vertex, 0, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. New axes. A was negative, so it's going to open down, so I'm going to label this 0, 4 on top. -1, -1. This one's kind of easy. Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah. So that was one set of problems that you're going to be looking at when you do work in class. Another problem or type of problem that you'll be looking at are maximum and minimum problems. So just a couple notes on that. If a graph opens upwards, if a graph opens up like this, it will have a minimum value. I'm going to write minimum value. And I'm going to make a note right here. You might not understand it yet, but through the next example you will. I'm going to say it's the y-coordinate of the vertex. So what I mean by a minimum value is that it'll have a lowest point. If it opens upward, it'll have a lowest point. It won't have a highest point because these go on forever and ever, forever.
Forever. Forever. Forever. Forever.
Ha. I gotta say I'm not joking here. So it won't have a maximum value if it opens up. It will have a minimum value. And the minimum value will be the y-coordinate of the vertex. This is important. So, in the opposite direction, if a graph opens down, like so, it will have a maximum value. It will have a maximum. I'm going to write max value. And again, it will be the y-coordinate of the vertex. So, again, if it opens down, there will be a highest point. There will not be a lowest point because these go on forever. And just a reminder, to find out if it opens up or down, which means to find out if it has a maximum or minimum, you look at the A term. So to find out if opens up or down, look at A term. Not a term, look at the A term. So our goal in this part is to find a vertex without graphing. A vertex, and we've been doing that. Vertex without graphing. So that's easy. We've been doing that already. And use it to find a max or min value. Okay? So your questions will say, what is the maximum value of this function? Or it'll say, find the maximum or the minimum of this quadratic function. And then you'll have to do that. So an example is h of x equals 2x minus 5 times 2x plus 3. So they give us the function, find its maximum or minimum value. Well, this doesn't look like anything we've done before. But we can still deal with it. First, we got to get into standard form. So we can multiply this out. Let's do that. H of x, so 2x times 2x is 4x squared. 2x times 3 is positive 6x minus 10x minus 15. So h of x equals 4x squared minus 4x minus 15. Now we can find a, b, and c because this is in standard form. So a, b, and c. A is 4, b is negative 4, and c is negative 15. And we can find our vertex, hk, by the ways we were doing on the previous page. H we have a formula for, which is the opposite of b over 2a. So h here is equal to opposite of negative 4 over 2 times 4. Negative 4 times a negative is positive 4 over 8 equals 1/2. So h is 1/2. What is k? We just plug it in. Plug in h to find k. So k will end up being 4 times 1/2 squared minus 4 times 1/2 minus 15. So k equals 4 times 1/4 minus 4 divided by 2 is 2 minus 15. So k equals 1 minus 2 minus 15. K finally equals negative 16. So our vertex v is 1/2 comma negative 16, which means, as the note says up here, well, first of all, a was positive, so this opens upwards because a was positive. So since a was positive, this opens upwards, which means we will have a minimum value. So our minimum value, min value, is the y-coordinate of the vertex. And we found the vertex. So our minimum value is negative 16, and vertex. I think your problems will ask you to state the vertex as well. So negative 1/2 comma negative, or I mean 1/2 comma negative 16. Those are our answers. So let's write down our steps. First, get it into standard form. Get into standard form. Second step, find h like we've been doing. Third step, find k by plugging h in. And then you'll have your maximum or minimum. Look at y coordinate of vertex. Alright, so we're either going to be finding a lowest point or a highest point. And it makes sense that we're looking at the y coordinate because the y coordinate tells us the vertical movement or the vertical distance from the x-axis. That's it.